Hello, this is Ritesh Mathur from the Department of Mechanical Engineering from Arya College of Engineering and IT. In this lecture, we will discuss the second application of the friction, that is your ladder. So, what do you mean by ladder? It is a device which is used to climb on the wall. Okay, the ladder is made of wood or iron. Actually, there are two long pieces in the ladder to which the many small cross pieces called rungs are connected at equal distances. If the ladder is uniform throughout its length, then the CG of the ladder will be at the midpoint of it. Okay, so ladder friction. Suppose this is a ladder on which uh, x and y, it is make an angle theta. The horizontal distance is x, the vertical distance is y, and suppose we are uh, its one end is at the wall and one end is at the floor. So for the wall there is a reaction n wall, and for the floor the reaction is perpendicular, that is n floor. Since it is uniform, so at G, the means at its CG, or you can say the length is, if the length is L, then at L by 2 the weight of the ladder will act vertically downward, which I is shown by W small l. And suppose there is a man standing on this, so for that the weight of the man, that is W suffix small m, will act vertically downward. Now if the ladder slips, then what will happen? The wall side, the ladder will move or slips in the vertically downward direction, so there is a friction F in the upward direction. Similarly, at the floor side, the the ladder will move towards right hand side, so friction force will be act in the left hand side. So these are some forces which we will have to consider. Okay, now suppose this is your ladder. Okay, so here at point A, B, G and M. So at point G, which is your CG, it is your L by 2. So weight WL, it will act vertically downward through CG. Okay, then WM, it is act at M, it is the weight of the man which is standing. So W of M at point M vertically downward. Then force P, it is applied force P through C. Okay, suppose at a height h from the floor, to stop the this what can we can say the slippage, we are applying the force P in the leftward direction. Now so for the ground the reaction will be RA. Okay, so what RA will act vertically upward, reaction by the floor on the ladder. So definitely if the slip happens, then the friction force will be in the leftward direction. So Fa is the friction force on the ladder at point A. So ladder slips rightward, hence Fa will be act in the leftward. Now at wall there is also one reaction Rb. It is the reaction by the wall on the ladder vertically, or we can say horizontal right hand side. Now Fb is the friction. So ladder slips downward on the wall, hence the frictional force Fb, it will be in the upward direction. The magnitude of Fa will be mu into Ra, and for Fb it is mu into Rb. Now as it is your non-parallel, non-concurrent coplanar system, so we will apply the three conditions of equilibrium, that is summation of H means all horizontal forces equals to 0, algebraic sum of all vertical forces equals to 0, and the moment about any point, say A or say B, it is equals to 0. So if we apply the three conditions of the equilibrium, so first, that is summation H equals to 0. So it is, there are only two horizontal forces RB and FA. All right hand side force, it is RB, and the left hand side forces will be your P and Fa. So RB equals to P plus Fa. Now if we apply your summation of all vertical forces equals to 0, then the all vertically downward will be equals to all vertically upward. Vertically downward will be Wm and Wl. So Wm plus Wl equals to Fb plus Fa. Now the moment equals to 0. So we are taking in this the moment about the point A equals to 0. So all clockwise equals to all anti-clockwise. So Rb into L sin theta, it is clockwise. Fb into L cos theta, again it is your clockwise. And P into H, it is anti-clockwise. Wm into, suppose the distance is x, means the from A to M we are supposing that the distance is x, then for Wm it is Wm into x cos theta, and for Wl it is the weight which is acting at Cg, so it must be at L by 2, so Wl into L by 2 cos theta. This is your equation number 3. Okay. So for limiting conditions, take Fa equals to mu f into Ra and Fb equals to mu w into Rb. Suppose it is given in the problem that the wall is smooth. So in that case, mu w will be 0. Okay, if mu w equals to 0, then Fp will be equals to 0. And suppose it is given that the floor is smooth, then mu f equals to 0. If mu f equals to 0, then definitely your Fa will be equals to 0. If the force is not applied, then take P equals to 0. If the ladder is uniform, then take G in the center of length, otherwise G will be given, that is the Cg will act at this point. If the angle of the ladder with the wall is phi, then theta will be equals to 90 minus phi. So we are taking one problem. So in this problem it is given that a 5 meter long ladder of weighing 750 Newton is resting as shown in figure. Check whether the ladder will be stable or not. Suggest action to make it stable if it is unstable. The vertical wall is smooth, means there is mu of W equals to 0, but the floor has the coefficient of friction of 0.25. So according to a statement, we are just drawing the figure. Figure is given. Okay, now for this we will draw the free body diagram. So at point B, the normal reaction is Rb. There is no, since it is it is smooth, so the friction force will be 0. So summation of H equals to 0 and summation of V equals to 0. For this, for horizontal force it is Rb equals to Fa, and for vertical forces Ra equals to 750 Newton. Okay, Fa will be your mu into Ra, so it is 187.5 Newton. Now apply summation of moment about point A equals to 0. So all anti-clockwise, summation of all anti-clockwise moment equals to summation of all clockwise moment. So this will be 750 into 2 cos 60 and Rb into 5 sin 60. So Rb equals to 173.2 Newton. Okay, so it is, we know that Fa equals to Rb from the equation number 1. So Fa is your 173.2 and Fa maximum is 187.5 Newton. So since this Fa is less than your Fa maximum, hence the ladder is stable. We will see one more problem. A ladder of length 10 meter rests on the floor making an angle 45 degree with the wall. The coefficient of friction between the ladder and the wall is 0.4 and that between ladder and the floor is 0.5. A man whose weight is 1/2 of that of the ladder ascends it. How high will it take when the ladder slips? Okay, so as per the problem statement, we have just drawn the figure. At point C, there is a man, okay, and the ladder is about to slip. So let us take this AC as X, okay, and at G the CG of ladder will act. So here the weight of the ladder will act. So from the geometry of figure I can write that AM equals to x cos 45, AN is 5 cos 45, BO is 10 sin 45, and AO is 10 cos 45. So if suppose W is the weight of the ladder, then according to your statement, the weight of the man must be equals to half of the weight of the ladder, that is W by 2. Okay, so we draw the free body diagram, the RB and RA. So as the ladder moves downward in the wall side, so the friction force, that is your mu 2 into RB in the upward direction, and the ladder slips and the floor, it will move in the rightward direction. So the mu 1 RA is the frictional force in the left hand direction. Now if we resolve the force vertically, so RA plus mu 2 RB all upward will be equals to W plus W by 2, that is all downward. This is equation number 1. Now if we resolve the forces horizontally, then mu 1 RA, that equals to RB. This is equation number 2. So from equation number 1 and 2, I can write that RB into 1 upon mu 1 plus mu 2, it is equals to 3W by 2. Now taking the moment about point A. So the for the moment of the RA and mu 1 RA will be 0, because it will pass through this point A. So W by 2 into AM plus W into AN, these are the moments in the anti-clockwise direction. This summation equals to summation of moment of all in the clockwise direction. So RB into BO and mu 2 RB into OA. Okay, we have already found out the value of AM, AN, BO and AO. By putting these value, the equation will come that W into x plus 10 equals to 20 into RB into 1 plus mu 2. Now from equation 3 and 4, what will we get? X plus 10 into 1 upon mu 1 plus mu 2 equals to 20 into 1 plus mu 2 into 3 by 2. Now mu 1 is 0.5 and mu 2 is 0.4. If we put the value of coefficient of friction for the mu 1 is for the floor and mu 2 is for the wall, then the x will be equals to 7.5 meter, means the man must stand at a distance of 7.5 meter from the point A. So that's all. Thank you.